So today we're going to continue with seventh chords. All right. Hopefully by now you have the circle memorized, correct?
Yes.
All right. The top at 12 o'clock. What's up there?
C.
C. 1 o'clock.
F.
F. B flat. E. Let's go say it together. E flat. 4 o'clock is A flat. D flat. G flat at 6 o'clock. And then coming up the back is B, E, A, D, and G.
Beads.
Beads. That little pen works really good. Where is it?
I don't know. These big pins just don't hold me at all.
Now that one's pretty much
Let me, I
dead.
think I've got another one.
Okay. At the top of the paper, it says, seventh chords move to the right on the circle. Practice the chords listed below. Move to the right and listen. So on the circle, you have a C chord, and then there's a little bitty triangle between C and F that looks like, looks like this. And there's a B flat in there. See it? Okay, look. So that means you play a C chord, you add the B flat note to the C chord to make it a seventh. And then you move to an F chord. All right, and then there's another little thing here with an E flat in it. That means you play an F chord, add an E flat note, and move to a B flat chord. Okay, so it works
So
all.
that's your progression.
That's your progression around the circle. But now look at this.
And this is the seventh.
That's
chord
the seventh. That's the note that's the seventh.
that makes that the seventh.
Okay. So, remember how many notes in a scale? 8. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. A chord is the first, the third, and the fifth step of a scale, correct? The seventh is the seventh step of the scale flatted. That's it. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't want to learn all the scales, and I don't want to know the seventh step and then have to flat it too. So the easiest thing to do is start from the note at the top, C, the name of the chord, and go back 2 half steps. That's always the seventh. So watch. Here's the C chord, right? Here's the C note, correct? If I count back 2 half steps from C, that makes it C7. So see, C, add a B flat. C chord, add B flat is a C7. It almost always goes to F. Ding. Almost always. All right, so C, C7, F. Okay, to F, watch. Here's an F note. Count back 2 half steps. There's F7. See, I'm playing 4 notes instead of 3. All right, and there's the E flat, and it goes to a B flat chord. From B flat, I add the note a whole step to the left, and it's an A flat. So in between these two will be A flat. Now look, it's starting to spell bead. Amazing. The note that you add to a C to make it C7 is 2 to the right. So C chord, add a B flat, goes to F. Add an E flat, goes to B flat. Add an A flat, goes to E flat. Add a D flat, goes to A flat. And it's amazing when you see how the circle kind of all comes together. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can tell how excited you are. Okay, watch. Now, you don't even have to have that little insert thing. Look. C chord, play a B flat note with the C chord, and then just go back to there and it resolves to there. C, add B flat, goes to an F chord. Add an E flat, goes to B flat chord. Add an A flat, it just kind of crawls around the circle. Very orderly. All right, so watch. Look at the circle. Here's C chord, right? What note do I add? B flat goes to F. Add E flat goes to B flat. Add A flat goes to E flat. Add D flat goes to A flat. Add G flat goes to D flat. And just keep going all the way around the circle. Aren't you excited? Now, if you're sitting there like most grown-ups do, and you're trying to analyze this to death, stop it. All right? Anytime you have a seventh on a chord, almost always it moves one to the right on the circle. So what does that tell us? It tells us, if you listen, whoa, Barney Google is here. Now I have to just totally undo what he did. I'm just going to shut it off because there's no way to undo what he did. when he plays the organ, it gets pretty transposed and everything else, and sound effects come in that surprise you. Okay, so you start at the top with C, and here's your exercise, and it's just right on that paper. I wrote it even out for you. All right, so C chord, add the 7, goes to F. Listen, you cannot end a song on a 7th chord. Listen to this. There's no way I could stop there because it leaves you just hanging. It has to resolve. Some chords will let you just, I call it exhale chords. Yes, like this. See, that's an okay chord to end on. This one. See, this one. This one you can hear it. It has to go. That has to resolve too. See, so some chords lead you to the next chord, and some chords just will let you off. Let you go. All right? So tell me, let's have a test. Is this chord a tune in tomorrow soap opera chord? George Wright used to do all the organ backgrounds for General Hospital. He told me in a workshop once that he always ended his songs on a 7th chord. The day, will Jessie marry Phil? And the next chord of the day was. See? So, augmented chords do the same thing. One of these classes will get into the chord substitutions. A C7 chord, if you see C7 and you're bored with 7ths, you could always replace it with an augmented chord. They do the same thing. See, if I play a C chord like this, and add the 7, it goes to F. If I play C chord and augment it, see, same thing, just a little different flavor, like cooking. If you put in a bay leaf, it changes things just a little. Augmented chord and 7th chords do the same thing. All right, that's a really good hint, by the way. If you're advancing and you're bored and you want to try something new, just anytime you see a 7th chord, put an augmented in its place. And it'll sound awesome. It'll change it really good.